Very good morning, class 11th. Beautiful week. Another beautiful week. Monday. Again, we are going to continue with our chapter that is chemical control and coordination. I am very confident that till now you are able to understand the hypothalamus pituitary gland, right? And the same we are going to talk about today. Another three glands: parathyroid, thymus, adrenal gland. We will start with adrenal gland, but we will be able to finish it tomorrow only, right? So we will start with parathyroid first. I will discuss one by one all the things. I have added few more points than NCERT, so that for NEET you this topic can help you a lot, right? Parathyroid gland, when we drawn that structure of location of glands, as we said that thyroid, it is the parathyroid is the gland which is embedded on thyroid. As you can see these red dots, right? So this is the structure which is embedded partially or completely inside the on the thyroid. So the number, if we talk about, it is 4 in number, and exactly it is present on the thyroid. Hormones, if we talk about this hormones which are secreted by parathyroid, or we will say endocrine cells of parathyroid, they are from the chief cells, and chief cells, they secrete one inactive hormone which is known as parathormone, PTH. Very important hormone, parathormone. It is a polypeptide hormone, mean it is many peptide chains they combine together and make this hormone. The other name of this hormone is Collips hormone. Star mark, you have to do it because it is a very important question for our examination. So it is also known as Collips hormone. It is produced by chief cells, that is the endocrine cells of parathyroid gland. PTH, which is your parathormone, it is also known as हाइपरकैल्सीमिक हार्मोन और फैक्टर. हाइपर का वर्ड, अभी तक हाइपर वर्ड आपको क्लियर हो चुका है, दैट व्हाट डज हाइपर मीन्स. इट मीन्स इंक्रीज, right? So hypercalcemic, calcemic means related with the calcium. So parathormone is known as hypercalcemic hormone. How, why, that we will learn from when we will discuss the functions of parathormone. You have to pay full attention. I want that when you are listening to this lecture, your complete attention should be on each and every point, right? Please stick to this lecture when you are when I'm going to talk about now functions. We said it is known as hypercalcemic hormone. It means it increases calcium level in blood. It is clear now why it is known as hypercalcemic, because it increases calcium level in blood. But how? See, what are the sources through which calcium is increased in the blood by the parathormone? See, it helps in, जो आपका parathormone है, it helps in increase in the absorption of calcium from the intestine. So one source is from the intestine, and second is in the bone. There is the osteoclast activity in the bone with the increase in the, or I will say with the parathormone. When parathormone is released, osteoclast activity of the bone increases. Osteoclast का मतलब क्या है यहाँ पे? What is the meaning of osteoclast here? Osteo means bone, एंड क्लास्ट का मतलब होता है, क्लास्टोज होता है एक्चुअली, दैट मीन्स ब्रोकन डाउन. इट मीन्स the bone is breaking down and minerals are released. Calcium is released, which is called bone resorption. It is called bone reabsorption. Now the calcium is released again into the blood. So this is known as dissolution or demineralization of bones. Now again, listen to this point very, very carefully. What is parathormone doing? It increasing calcium level in the blood. The question comes in your mind is, ma'am, how it is increasing? There are two sources through which calcium is increased in the blood. First source is this parathormone help in increase in the absorption of calcium from the intestine. वहाँ से calcium absorb हुआ intestine से और आपका blood में आ गया. Second is आपकी osteoclast activity in the bone. Due to parathormone आपकी बोन ब्रेक डाउन होती है, जिसको बोन रिजॉर्प्शन बोलते हैं या फिर डीमिनरलाइजेशन ऑफ बोन्स बोलते हैं. इसमें क्या होता है? द मिनरल्स दे आर रिलीज्ड, calcium is released into the blood after breaking down, after broken down, right? After breaking down the bone tissue, there is the release of कैल्शियम. सो बोन में से अभी कैल्शियम बाहर आ गया है, राइट? सो दैट इज द फर्स्ट मेन फंक्शन. क्या कर रहा है ये? इट इज इंक्रीजिंग द कैल्शियम लेवल. सेकेंड फंक्शन इट परफॉर्म्स इज इट डिक्रीजेज कैल्शियम लॉस इन यूरिन. इट डिक्रीजेज. अब एक तरफ हम बोल रहे हैं कि इट इज इंक्रीजिंग, सी इट इज इंक्रीजिंग कैल्शियम इन द ब्लड, बट उस ब्लड में जो कैल्शियम है ये उसको बाहर नहीं जाने देता है. इट हेल्प्स इन रेगुलेटिंग the calcium loss from the body. It decrease calcium loss in the urine. Why it is doing that? Because it is calcium, we know that it is required for muscle contraction. We know that calcium is required for bone and teeth formation. We know that calcium is required for nerve impulse conduction. So parathormone, your PTH, it regulate those calcium level in the blood, and it perform its best, it try its best to provide calcium for all these function. So how does this it do that? Ki minimum calcium loss should be happened from the urine. So there is these are the main functions. So basically sometime what it does with the calcitonin, with our TCT, thyrocalcitonin, basically TCT and PTH, they both, TCT and PTH, they both regulate calcium level in the blood. वो इंक्रीज तो करता है बट पूरा रेगुलेशन के साथ, वो बाहर नहीं जाने देता है कैल्शियम को. अगर सपोज नाउ टू कंडीशंस कैन बी हैपेंड हियर. इफ PTH is decreased less, it is released less, right? It is decreased. अगर PTH आपका लेस हो गया है तो क्या हो जाएगा? कैल्शियम इन द ब्लड विल बी डिक्रीजिंग, right? Obviously, because it is increasing the calcium level in the blood, calcium will be decreased. Disorders which happen because of this condition, that is known as parathyroid or hypocalcemic tetany. टेटनी होता है कि इट्स लाइक बहुत कैल्शियम इज इम्पॉर्टेंट फॉर योर बोन्स, फॉर मसल्स. सो मसल पेन, बहुत ज़्यादा बोन्स, मसल स्पाजम, स्पाजम होता है वर्ड वी यूज फॉर द पेन. स्पाजम, ट्विचिंग ऑफ मसल्स, पेनफुल कॉन्ट्रैक्शन ऑफ फेस एंड हैंड मसल्स, दैट स्टार्ट्स, एंड दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ लेस कैल्शियम इन आवर ब्लड. एंड कैल्शियम लेवल को मेंटेन कौन करता है? हमारा PTH, parathormone. Is it clear? If hypersecretion occurs, if hypersecretion of parathormone occurs, then what will happen now? Calcium level in the blood will increase definitely. अगर कैल्शियम लेवल इंक्रीज हो रहा है तो कौन से सोर्सेज हैं? एक तो इंटेस्टाइन मेजर सोर्स है जहाँ से कैल्शियम आता है, एंड सेकेंड इज़ द बोन. इसका मतलब अगर पैराथॉर्मोन अपने नॉर्मल लेवल से ज़्यादा if it is increasing more than its normal level, then it start taking out more calcium from the bone. This type of disorder is known as osteitis, right? Osteitis fibrosa cystica. Osteitis fibrosa cystica. बेसिकली आपकी जो बोन है, राइट, जो हमारी बोन होती है, सपोज उसमें से कैल्शियम निकलना शुरू हो गया, मोर कैल्शियम विल बी रिलीज, फाइनली देयर विल बी द कैविटीज, आपकी बोन होलो हो जाएगी, देयर विल बी द मोर कैविटीज इन द बोन बिकॉज इट इज मेड अप ऑफ मेनली कैल्शियम. सो बिकॉज मोर कैल्शियम इज टेकन आउट फ्रॉम द बोन, now the calcium in the blood will be very high, and this disorder is known as osteitis fibrosa cystica, and this is because of hypersecretion of parathormone. It causes the bone, hollow bones, cavities in the bones. So when calcium is lost from the bone, many times we hear this condition that is known as osteoporosis, and it is seen that if this high calcium, now this is the bone case, that if the calcium is lost from the bone, it is known as osteoporosis. But that high calcium can be stored anywhere in your body. So if this high calcium stored, suppose in your kidney, and it is not throwing out from the body, sometimes it leads to kidney stones also. So these are the condition which are created because of the hypersecretion of parathormone. So basically in our body, parathormone and TCT, they regulate the calcium balance in the body, which is definitely very important for them to control. Otherwise there is these kind of osteoporosis, osteitis fibrosa cystica, kidney stone, these kind of condition starts arising in our body. Clear? The next hormone, the next gland I am going to talk about is the very small detail is there, the thymus, right? We talked about this location that is on the upper part of your chest, or if you look at this diagram, as you can see, it is below the breastbone but just on the top of your heart, and in the technical term it is known as the anterior mediastinum. It is present anteriorly, interior mediastinum. It secretes hormone which is a peptide hormone which is called thymosin, right? It secretes hormone thymosin, and thymosin, although it is not very much we don't talk about it much, but thymosin's role is very important. It play a role in immunity. It play a very important role in immune system. Basically play a role in the differentiation of T lymphocytes. When there are two types of immunity, one is cell mediated immunity and one is humoral immunity. When we talk about that, immunity is because of the cells like T cells, B cells, then we say the immunity is due to cell mediated immunity. When the immunity is because of the antibodies, then we call that immunity as the humoral immunity. So thymosin play a very important role with the T lymphocytes. So it provides cell mediated immunity, plus it promote the function of antibodies which provide humoral immunity. So it is associated with our immune system, both cell mediated as well as humoral immunity. Thymus gland जो है, it degenerates in old people. Now that is many times when I use this line that thymus gland is degenerates in old people, then what will happen? What do you think what will happen? Their immunity becomes, that is why their immunity is little. when I use this line, many students they ask me only one question, ma'am, how does it happen? Why thymus gland degenerates? See, it is a very this thymus, it is a very critical immune organ, right? And it shrinks rapidly with age, and that is why old people, right, that is the reason that old people they are at old people they are at risk of infections. That is why we are saying that this coronavirus is infecting the more there is a trouble for the old people, because their immunity is getting weak. As you can see, that thymus play a role in cell mediated immunity as well as the humoral immunity, right? So basically it is playing very important role with our immune system. So but with age its size shrinks. That is why old people they are with the more prone to the infections, right? So this is about our thymus gland. The next, continuing with this lecture, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the adrenal